prog. What is it? I'm not sure anyone knows. But in my Failure to Fracture book, I defined it by saying, the more my wife doesn't like it, the more prog it probably is. But if the word prog conjures anything, it's one or more of the following: long songs with uncountable time signatures, epic instrumental solos, old white dudes with crazy high levels of virtuosity, stringed instruments with extra strings, inspiration from Bartok, Stravinsky, or some other 20th century composer, and of course, mellotrons. Well, prog nerds, have I got a surprise for you. By the indications I've just given, Béla Fleck's new Bluegrass album may be the most prog album of 2021. Yes, my friends, I think he's out-progging anyone you're likely to see at the next Cruise to the Edge. Fleck's new album, My Bluegrass Heart, is nearly 2 hours long, with several songs more than 6 minutes in length. There's every kind of tuplet and several prime number time signatures. Some of the solos have the unmitigated audacity to absolutely melt your face off. Fiddle player, Michael Cleveland, plays a 5-string fiddle, and in fact the only prog element missing is a mellotron. Now, in case you're not familiar with Béla Fleck, he's been nominated for 33 Grammys and won 14 of them. He's led a band called Béla Fleck and the Flecktones since 1988, and they've busted countless musical boundaries. Somehow they've ended up being part of the jam band circuit, despite defying any type of classification. In a single live concert, you might hear Béla play Bach, jazz, and bluegrass on the banjo in between appearances by Kongarol Ondar, a Tuvan throat singer. So enough background, let's get to the meat of this album. There are quite a few straight-up bluegrass tracks on this album, which are great, I love them, but that's not what I want to talk about. The first track is called Vertigo, and it plays with our Western ear's sense of tonal center. As Chris Opperman commented to me, the intro motif is fragments of different scales being pieced together to play with your sense of the root, giving you key vertigo. It's a super cool song. The third track, Slippery Eel, is a shred festival with bits of Bartok string quartet inspiration. Tons of fun playing with rhythm and key signatures with literal cowboy chord GCD solo sequences in between. Fiddle solo on this one, starting around 2 minutes 20 seconds, is worth the price of admission alone. Good luck counting this song out. The sixth track, Our Little Secret, starts out with a cool circulation of notes passed between 3 different instruments, like a hocket, kind of like California Guitar Trio or Robert Fripp's League of Crafty Guitarists are sort of famous for doing. The ninth track, Charm School, is 8 minutes of surprising modulations, whole tone soloing, and is oddly most popular track on the album, with nearly 143,000 listens on Spotify in the album's first week and a half. track 12, Us Chickens, sounds like it's straight off of Bill Frisell's classic strange album, Disfarmer. And track 17, yes, I said 17, sounds like it came straight out of a Steve Reich album with two cycling violin motifs playing off of each other. So yeah, at least half of the 19 tracks on this album have some pretty weird prog stuff going on. Even longtime fans of Fleck will be surprised by moments on this record. I've been listening to as much of his music as I can for about 20 years, and there were times on this record where I just had to stop what I was doing, crank it up, and just clap along, and sometimes just rewind about 30 seconds and listen again. I actually didn't realize this album was nearly 2 hours long until I sat down to write this review. I've been putting it on lately while I work, and it just fills me with energy to produce good quality work for my clients. Now, it's a very, very quick hour and 45-minute listen. The double CD sold out very quickly, and the double LP is coming out in late October 2021. So I've just been streaming it for now until I can get my hands on a physical copy. Now, if you've never given bluegrass or country music a try, I want to highly, highly encourage you to check out this record. And if you like it, try going deeper into the prog bluegrass black hole by checking out some of the Flecktones albums or trying the Punch Brothers featuring Chris Thile on mandolin. In fact, just check out everything in Chris's discography, especially his excellent album with jazz pianist Brad Mehldau. Another favorite of mine is Ricky Skaggs' 2007 album with Bruce Hornsby, and if you want to check out some other great banjo players, check out Noam Pickleney from the Punch Brothers, Tony Trischka, and Béla's wife, Abigail Washburn. Béla and Abigail do a lot of great stuff together, including some very fun YouTube videos on his YouTube channel. So, if you're a prog fan and you check this album out, let us know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Catch you in the next one.
You got a name for this thing yet, Béla?
Slippery.
Because you could call it Holy Mother Bam.